Ferrari.
What do you want to do to him? What do you want to do to him?
Things that are illegal. If he was underage. Welcome to the MotoGrandPodcast. My name is Patrick Bailey, and joined with me, as always, is...
I don't want to talk.
my boy, Caleb Havey.
I don't want to talk right now.
Ah, America. America. What a land of the free, brave, and everyone in between.
It was going so well, Pat. So well.
And
oh my God.
So we got a lot to divulge in.
Pecco, why? Why?
2 races in a row.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Why? He was doing so well. So well. Oh
Yeah.
my God.
So, anyone who watched the race, obviously you saw world champ, reigning champ, Mr. Man himself had, as the announcers put it, and I love this, another astronomical cock-up.
he put it very well. He did put it very well.
I mean, 2 races in a row crashing out of the top 2.
Like, come on, bro.
Man had the lead. So I read somewhere that Pecco didn't know why he crashed, and it was something with the bike. Like, he felt it was fine. He wasn't pushing too hard. He wasn't overriding the bike like Fabio normally has to do on the Yamaha. It just he couldn't feel it losing the grip, and it just went. Which to me,
It's being sabotaged. God damn it, sabotage.
it's Jay Millie.
Ah, fucking. I fucking
Gotta
know
be.
it.
He's upset about the Enea.
He's like, oh, you don't want to be my partner anymore? Let's see what happens.
I mean, Enea's hurt, so he can't go after him. So obvious choice is to go
Yeah,
after
that's
Pecco.
fair. That's fair.
No, but no. So I think I don't know what could be going on, but maybe that bike is just it's so smooth. They've gotten to a point where it's too good in quotes, if you think about it, where it has the power, it has the corner speed. It is, in theory, the most perfect bike that it has ever stepped on the track, has ever been on a track, which that'll change in 10 years.
My man started to lose control when he can't even tell. He's like, oh, this is going perfect,
Yeah, there's parts of that bike that people can't really figure out. It's just he's losing the grip and it's gone. And
so sad.
so I mean, if anyone's gonna figure it out, a world champion will be able to figure out what's going on.
The world champion, sorry.
But there's been more than one world champion in the world.
Nope, just
He's
Pecco.
just the most recent.
Just Pecco.
Just Pecco?
Yep.
What about in let's say 1984? Who won that?
Pecco is a baby.
Look up when Pecco was born, please. Please fact check yourself real quick. I want to hear. But while he's doing that, I just want to talk about that boy Alex Rins on the LCR Honda, getting them their first win since, what were they saying? I think it was 2016, 2017, which is, since Cal Crutchlow was the last LCR Honda man to win. I miss Cal Crutchlow.
1997.
So you're off by 13 years?
Okay. So his dad did it. No, his mom did it pregnant with him 13 years previous. That's what happened.
Oh, it was him in the womb?
Yeah. 13 years in the womb.
That's not how, I don't think that's how pregnancy works.
Something like that.
I don't know. I've never had a kid.
I think you poop it out. I don't know. It's like a big shit, right?
I heard they just throw it up.
Oh, is that what it is?
I don't know. All I know is bikes go brum, brum.
I just know Pecco came out riding a bike. Like, he literally drove a bike out of his mom's vagina. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I feel like I'm going to have to put a duck sound on that one.
Vagina?
No, pussy.
That's fair. That's fair.
No, so Rins got the first win for LCR Honda in a long time. And I'm pretty sure the last Honda rider to win that wasn't Marc Marquez was also that same time Cal Crutchlow won in 2016. So that just kind of goes to show that Honda needs to stop catering to Marc Marquez as their grace of God kind of guy to get everything through. And
Yeah, I mean, he's more like a suicide bomber nowadays.
I wouldn't go that far.
He's getting there.
That's a little.
He's getting there.
It's a little radical.
He's getting there.
But
he's on pace.
No, but so yeah, that kind of brings up the question if Marquez will be back for Jerez. I'm saying that so wrong. Jerez. There's so many different ways to say it.
Say it more racist.
Oh. Let me say it real southern like, the Jerez, the Jerez. Because I've heard Jerez, Jerez. I feel like Jerez is right. Anyways, that's a waste of time. And next week, not next week, the week after. So in 2 weeks when they go to Spain and Jerez, I think Marquez might be back. Cause I don't know. Hand injuries are weird. I think it was Alex Lowe's in World Superbike. It ended up taking him like 6 months to recover from a hand injury like that. So
what a pussy. Loser.
Have you ever had to
Nope.
get surgery on your thumb?
Nope. I've actually never broken a bone. So
I mean, me neither. Just knock on wood.
Hold up. Okay.
Why did I look?
Oh, that's so funny.
No, but yeah. So we'll see if he can come back. I hope Anea can come back.
I said, where's my man Bassanini at?
Which I want to talk about. The point standing right now with Anea still out and being Pecco's biggest competitor. This still is Pecco's championship, but it's his to lose at this point. Like, Bez is still in the lead with, I think he has a 11-point gap over Pecco right now. And Alex Rins is crawling closely behind him in third. And then I think Viñales and Luca Zarco Quattararo not too far behind.
Trash. Bro, Pecco's in second and he's wrecked out 2 races already.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but
he literally doesn't have to be there to beat it.
Well, there's the sprint races though.
He
so it's
killed him and got him a sprint race. Oh my god.
Well, yeah, because he hasn't had enough time to fucking toss it down the road.
Shut up. Okay.
2 races in a row.
Okay, he can't help he's so fast, okay? He's ahead of himself.
I mean, Fabio tossed it in the sprint race, but I feel like it's if you're going to crash in a race, you might as well crash in the sprint race rather than the actual race. But even still,
how's that working out for Fabio? Yeah, how's that?
He's figuring it out, though.
Is he, though?
Yamaha has to do something about the engine.
He got a podium because literally every single person
that's cut and dry.
Competitor
That's cut
wrecked.
and dry. Everyone knows something about the Yamaha. There's something wrong with it.
Amen.
No, well, not something wrong. It's just they need to start experimenting.
It's not good enough.
They need to go with a V4 engine. They need to take a book out of Ducati's book.
Take a book out the book.
We
book in the books.
They can't just take a page, not just a single page. They need the whole book from Ducati, and they need to focus on that straight speed. Yamaha's always been dominant in the corners. That's always been their, bread and butter and where everything is. But the way it
doesn't even matter now.
Yeah,
it doesn't even matter.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't. I mean, down the straight, Luca Marini made Fabio look like he was on a Moto2 bike. He was stood still. It just flew by him, and it happens at every single track. I mean, yeah, Fabio can, start braking harder and, half a second to a whole second after everyone else, but it doesn't matter when he loses 3 seconds down the straightaway. So we'll see what Yamaha can do to figure that out. And I mean, I have faith that they will.
I don't.
and I hope they do because I don't want to see Yamaha booted out of MotoGP. I don't want MotoGP to just be Ducati, just on the grid. I want there to be, variety. I think I said this in the last episode. I'm not sure. It might have been when we were just talking, but I think the two worst Ducati teams should get turned into, like the two worst Ducati teams this year, or this year and next year collectively between all four, should get turned into uh, either BMW or Triumph or Kawasaki or maybe bring Suzuki back, just some other brand of motorcycle to get representation in there, and then kind of make it more fair, and then add another two riders and a satellite team for Yamaha, which will then add it so that there's two more riders coming in. There's two more rookies into MotoGP, which adds more competition. If there's 24 riders on the grid, that's more people fighting. That's more opportunities for a hero story, more stories, more excitement, better racing. And another thing is,
I'm okay with that.
Yeah,
It makes it a lot easier for Pecco. A lot less competition,
it'd be more competition.
Well,
To make
technically
it harder.
it's more, but less because they're.
It would make it
Ducatis.
harder for
They're
Pecco
not
because
Ducatis.
it would make it harder for Pecco because there's not two teams sitting there just blocking everyone off, blocking all of his competition.
Yeah, but they're slower, so it's okay.
Oh well,
The less Ducatis, the better for Pecco, if you think about it.
Actually, yeah, that's actually a really good point. I didn't think about that. Actually,
If
yeah.
you think about it.
I mean, yeah, the Ducatis are the biggest competition, and if you take out Ducatis, then
See, so I'm really okay with this.
yeah, but at the same time, it's a double-edged sword. It really is a double-edged sword. Maybe BMW can come in and
It's okay
with
because
all that money.
the double-edged sword, both ends just leads with Pecco winning, so it's okay.
Well, not if he crashes out like he's doing.
Shut up.
No, but
We're getting there. We're working on it. All right.
well, it goes to show that Pecco really hasn't changed. Last season, the beginning of the season, he crashed a lot, and that's why he got in the deficit that he was in, and he had a strand of 8-9 races where he was on the bike, stayed on the bike. He still crashed a few of them out.
He won like 5 in a row or some shit, didn't he?
I think it was three or four. But those final 9 races, I think he was only out of the top 3 2 times. But those 2 times he crashed.
Mm-hmm.
But Fabio also had an awful final 9 races. I don't remember the exact point total in that after the summer break for Fabio, but it was horrendous.
Oh, dude, bro got terrified.
I don't think he was
He was terrified.
I think he's more so just frustrated with the bike. There's just something about, like, if you see the videos of him and his crew kind of talking about each session, like it's real brief, but you can just see he's not happy. He's not as happy as the Ducati riders are, and even less happy are the Honda riders because oh my god, thing's a piece of a big old turd.
Big old dookie.
Big old
Fat
dookie.
old dookie.
And that's because they catered the bike to Marc Marquez and forgot to, do anything for everyone else that's going to step on that bike. And they put all their chips in the Marquez basket. And it worked. It worked for a few years, and Marquez got up to 8 championships. But now Marquez, he's done. Most people retire around 35.
Yeah, and he's like
36.
60 now, so shit.
He's getting up there.
He's getting senile. He's starting hitting people.
I think the problem is Marquez wants to beat Rossi so bad, and Rossi stayed until he was 42, 43, along those lines. So in Marquez's head, he's sitting there going, I have at least 10 more years of competitive riding. But the way he's not going, the way that, the championship's going and all this fresh talent coming up, he's getting phased out faster than Rossi was. And Rossi never really got injured like Marquez did for such a long period of time. Marquez has been injured and kind of down and out for the past 2-3 years. Rossi was able to maintain and not take those injuries.
Yeah.
And that is why he's the GOAT.
Rossi also
That's
didn't.
why she's the GOAT.
Rossi also
He's
didn't
the
target
GOAT.
other people. Just taking them out for funsies.
That's also true. He had
He
a lot of
really do that.
he had a lot of respect for the craft of racing. Rossi also never did the Marquez little thing that annoys me to high heaven. So in qualifying, I know you don't watch qualifying,
Nope.
but
Doesn't matter.
so Marquez won't have the pace to keep up, and that's why he makes so many mistakes in the races, which ends up leading him to kamikaze people because he's trying to push it harder than he has to. This is why I think Marquez needs to retire, and it shows in his qualifying how he qualifies. He gets on the back of someone who normally is like a top 5 guy on the grid, like a Joan Mir, a Jack Miller, an Enea Bastianini, a Fabio. He'll get on the back of them when they're at the bottom of the grid and absolutely have to have a fast lap. And he just sits on the back of them and they just go through the lap, and then he uses the slipstream and he rockets through and gets on the podium. Or gets a pole position that way. He uses the draft, which is really fucking slimy. And it makes me angry.
What do you want to do to him? What do you want to do to him?
Things that are illegal. If he was underage. No, but yeah, so that's his kind of style of going through qualifying. And it's dangerous because if the guy in front of him crashes, then that's going to mess up his line and he might crash into him as well. That could cause an injury. And it's mainly worked out for him because the people he gets behind are top contenders and they do put in a fast lap.
Do people like him still?
Yeah.
Who the fuck likes him?
Everyone.
Why?
Because he's won 8 world championships. Bunch of bandwagons. Yeah. He kind of reminds me of someone.
I don't know what you're talking about. All right, moving on.
Yeah, but it's gone wrong for him in the past. Like he was following Fabio when Fabio was back on. Oh man, it was Satellite Yamaha. What was the brand? Petronas. That's what it is. Okay, back
Patron, nice.
when Fabio was on Petronas Yamaha. I might be getting that wrong, but regardless,
I'm gonna fact check you and laugh at you if you're wrong.
yeah, look that up for me, please.
What am I looking up?
Just look up
Petronas.
Fabio Quartararo Petronas Yamaha or Valentino Rossi final year. And so Marquez was following Fabio and ended up tossing it, trying to chase him down. So it's gone wrong for Marquez as well, and it's obviously the danger factor. It's not the safest thing in the world. But anyways, long spiel.
Patroclus popped up. Whatever the fuck that is.
No, that's very wrong.
I don't know what the fuck that is.
Regardless, America, thank you for amazing 3 races. Alex Rin's getting first. Luca Marini finally getting a race podium, not just a sprint race, and his best result as a second. So he's right there improving. Fabio getting third, which is also nice. It's so nice. Granted, Luca and Fabio and pretty much everyone else after that had a lot of help with Jack Miller, Jorge Martin, Alex Marquez, Aleix Espargaro, and Pecco crashing kind of up front. And they're usually the guys who are competitive. I don't know about Aleix. Aleix was riding good all weekend, and it's so unfortunate.
Didn't like 3 of them fucking wreck right off the bat?
Yeah,
like
lap 1. So
one.
Aleix crashed on his own accord, unfortunately. But Alex Marquez got taken out by Jorge Martin in, I think it was turn 3.
Yeah, it was like right off.
It was right off the beginning. The cold tires. Jorge Martin tried to go up on the inside. Just lost the front, took him out. And I hope I haven't seen any news yet, but Alex Marquez was taken to.
It looked rough. That was a rough crash.
He was taken to a medical center and he was getting checked up. He might have a messed up wrist. I think I saw him holding his wrist, which is a huge injury, and I hate that for him because he was finally getting in the rhythm. He finally got off.
He was doing good, you know.
He finally got off a Honda,
Mm-hmm.
and the last few seasons he's had Honda rides, LCR Honda, just scraping by for 15ths, and now as soon as they put him on a Ducati, he's been a top 5 guy. He's been flying. It's been great. And then
the Ducati do. What they do.
Ducatis are not. I want Acosta to go on Ducati, but I think Arbolino is going to get that ride.
Yeah.
They've been talking about it. Arbolino's been doing really good in Moto2 this year. But yeah, Jorge Martin comes up, take him out. Which really could have affected the podium. But, what's the quote? It's to finish first you must finish.
You mean if you ain't first, you're last? That's Ricky Bobby right there.
Ricky Bobby, baby.
That's right, baby.
That's right. If you ain't first, you're last.
That's how Pecco rides, baby. He either fucking gets first or wrecks. God damn it.
Well, he was in second when he wrecked last time, so he wasn't first.
Yeah, trying to get to first. Exactly.
That's fair.
That's what happened to Ricky Bobby. He either got first place or he wrecked.
I think he got like a 4th or 5th, though, in a sprint race last week. Or not, a few weeks ago,
Hey, man, I ain't talking about those goddamn sprint race, all right?
Actual race?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Pecco has won one race and crashed out of both others.
He's the most Ricky Bobby player I've ever seen in my life.
Rider?
Yeah.
Rider? Yeah. All right, but so to kind of move on, I want to talk about the replacement riders. We had 3 replacement riders in MotoGP. We had Michel Piero, Jonas Folger, and Stefan Bradl. Stefan Bradl has been on the grid so much in the last few years because he was replacing Marquez when Marquez was out. So it was Bradl and Paul. And as soon as Paul left, Marquez got hurt again. So Stefan Bradl is still replacing Marquez. So now it's Stefan Bradl and Joan Mir. And then for Gas, Jonas Folger, who used to ride on, it was Tech 3 Yamaha in 2017, I believe, was the last time he was on a MotoGP bike. And he showed good promise, but that's when Johan Zarco was also kind of popping off, and he got more recognition. Jonas Folger kind of fell off, and he rode for Paul, who
rode for Bassanini?
Michel Piero.
Okay, how'd he do?
He got.
I didn't really pay attention to him.
So he got 11th, just about cracked top 10, which is a good finish.
That's not bad.
That's a good finish. But when you think about it, when 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9 riders crashed out.
Yeah.
And he was ahead of 2 people.
Yeah. But he wasn't in last.
Yeah, but if you ain't, it's if you ain't first, you're last. Not if you ain't last, you're first.
That's just for Pecco, okay? I don't care. That doesn't matter for everybody else.
Anyways,
their placements are relevant. Okay.
Augusto on that gas, the sole rookie, finally got a top 10, which he'll be able to build on. Which, a lot of these crashes I think were due to the fact that they were saying the change of the temperatures because of the rain early in the week. They were adding different kind of tire pressure to the hard, soft, medium. So it was a lot of visibly and noticeably with 9 riders down.
I mean, yeah, that's a lot.
A lot of teams got it wrong. Like either there's something with the track and everyone was going down, the temperature of the tires and all the teams getting it wrong, or we just need a new MotoGP grid.
Maybe that's the option.
I don't know. I mean, everyone in MotoGP has earned their spot. More than half of them are a champion at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, I'm pretty sure all of them were champions, whether it be Moto3 or Moto2, and if not top 3 in either of those classes, and have worked their tails off and deserve to be there.
A lot of them has been racing like shit recently, man.
Yeah, a lot. I mean, a lot of them are team issues that a lot of those teams need to figure out. Like obviously all the Hondas, all the Yamahas, pretty much everyone but Ducati's got it figured out right now.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah. If you just sit down, look at the facts, you know.
If you sit down and look at the data. If you crunch the numbers.
Oh, that data, baby.
The data. The data. But I wanna leave MotoGP at this point and kind of talk about Moto2 a little bit.
Another devastating turn of events for me.
Oh wow. What a race.
That shit was insane.
What a race. The Acosta and Arbolino show. Arbolino maintains the championship lead. He's got a 7-point lead on Acosta right now. But my word, that was anyone's race. It was so incredible. Acosta,
it's like they were just on one bike together.
Pretty much. Like. They were basically inside of each other the whole time.
Yeah.
No, but I think either way you put it, whoever was first or second in either of the laps, that's exactly how the race would have gone. They were so evenly matched from start to finish throughout that entire race. If either one of them would have gotten to the front and gotten, a second gap before they both broke off, they would have been a second ahead the entire time, and it would have been over. It's just the way it worked out. Those two broke out to the front and were right there the entire way. And Acosta, with the last lap in turn 12, just outbraking Arbolino, which is a feat in its own.
He was flying.
Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Watching it live, or when I watched it, I didn't watch it live, unfortunately. I was looking at houses.
Loser. You're getting old.
It's so much. I've had to do so much in the last 72 hours. I'm exhausted. But I was watching the race, and I was sitting in the car on the way back from where I was visiting, where I'm looking at houses and everything. And I had a long drive. So I was watching it on my phone. So I had the phone probably like 3 inches from my face, just, come on, let's go. Oh my God. Ah. And my buddy who was driving was like, what are you doing? I was like, Acosta.
Oh my God.
I love the Acosta journey. And I love the battle between him and Arbolino. I'm so glad that people kind of wrote off Arbolino, and he's some dark horse kind of competitor, or at least he was before the season started. Because we've been talking about this, and I've been talking with my dad about this since towards the end of last season. Arbolino is going to be a menace this season.
Little menace, dog.
We talked about this. Whenever we were doing this podcast for my class projects, I said, they were talking about how Arbolino is going to be a dark horse, and I specifically remember saying, I don't know. I think Arbolino is going to be one of those guys to be a problem.
And I was just sitting there like, who the fuck is Arbolino?
I also said Alonso Lopez and Aaron Canet were going to be issues. Alonso, something's been going on with Alonso. He's been really strong during the weekends. Or he's
been weird.
He has his strong moments. He has his, you watch him ride, you see what he's doing, and you're like, yeah, he's him. This is him. This is, one of those top guys who's going to be a big competitor. And then it comes race time, and there just seems to be something wrong with the bike. Maybe, and he just kind of falls off a little bit. I mean, he finished 7th this weekend, and when I watched, I mean, even the announcers were like, "What is going on with Arbolino?" Every time he'd go around, what corner was it? corner 11, I want to say, or turn 1. I can't quite remember. It might have been in sector 3, and I might be completely wrong. But he just couldn't get it right, and he kept going way wide. He couldn't get the bike stopped. Like he was overriding the bike, and I don't know if that Boscoscura chassis, just they tried to do something new in 2023, and it's not as good as 2022, and it's something they got to figure out. But I don't know. He always seems so dominant as soon as he kind of came in, and I don't want to write him off because I mean it's only been 3 weeks, but come on, man. Each lap you're messing up the same corner. You're not, if he's not doing anything different, why aren't you? But
fucking Aaron Canet though.
Aaron Canet 8th.
Depression.
I know you're
this weekend was hell.
Yeah,
it was so fun up until Sunday.
All your favorite riders.
It was so good.
Your 2 guys, the only 2 guys you know anything about or
Yeah.
even know exist.
Yeah.
One crashed, one got 8th.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a top 10 finish.
I mean, whatever.
It just dropped him down to 3rd in the points behind
It's just so sad.
Costa, and
He's been doing so well all season, so far.
Well,
and he just has a little.
This
makes me sad to see him drop down a little bit.
He's 13 points behind Acosta.
Okay. Not
which makes him
horrible.
20 points behind Tony Arbolino for the lead, which is a 2nd place and an Arbolino crash. And we all know Canet is not going to get the victory.
He really does not like to win.
You know he's going to get that 2nd.
God, he loves silver and bronze, I'll tell you what.
I mean, that's why I still like Moto2. That's why I like Moto2 probably more than I like MotoGP now, because there's no sprint race to think about everything.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, real quick, going back to MotoGP, Bez is only 11 points ahead of Pecco.
And Pecco's literally crashed out 2 races.
Yeah, but because of the sprint race, there's 37 points on the board each race. He doesn't have a full weekend ahead of him. He doesn't even have a sprint race ahead of him. If Pecco wins a sprint race and Bez goes down in the sprint race, Pecco's got the championship lead again. And
it is insane. It's a whole lot of extra points.
It's so many extra.
Whole lot of extra.
There's
points.
12 extra points each week.
Yeah.
And there's 21 races this season as opposed to last season, which was the longest season, which was 20. So the seasons are getting longer. There's more points being offered. So, I mean,
it's insane.
Yeah. I mean, we're only through 3 races. So we have 18 races left. There's so much time. It's so early. Everything we're saying, everything we're predicting, or being like, what's going on? We're going to listen back to this in 10 races time and be like, what the fuck were we saying? Why did we say that?
I mean, I think mine's still going to be the same. Pecco's still going to win. Marc Marquez still going to be a suicide bomber. I think we're on. I think
I think it's going to be hilarious in 10 weeks when Pecco's in dead last.
I will literally cry.
And you just become
I will just be a depression pillow just sitting over here listening to you talk.
I feel like you'd be an Alex Marquez fan at that point.
I don't even know.
No, you'd be an AF fan. You'd be an AF fan.
Oh, yeah. I'd go straight Bassanini.
Or Jay Millie.
Yeah, I like Jay Millie.
Good old Jay Millie.
I fuck with Jay Millie.
Love that man. But, so Moto2, we talked about Pedro and Tony, that Chris battle.
That was insane. I watched that for the first time 30 minutes ago. Wow.
Yeah, you're fresh off. You're fresh off.
I literally just watched it.
But I love to see Bo Benschneider get his first Moto2 podium of his career.
Oh yeah, the 3rd place guy.
Yeah,
that little guy.
So I'm pretty sure at the start of the last lap, I haven't gone back to fact check this yet, but I'm pretty sure he was in 6th, 5th or 6th, starting that last lap. It was him, Jeremy Alcoba, Philip Salach, and Fermin Audegay. and actually, I think Alonso Lopez and Aaron Canet were all in like a big bunch of guys. It was like that second group, and Bo started actually I think like 8th. He was like in the back at the start of the
Oh
lap,
shit!
and
Put some work in.
I think Canet and Lopez kind of collided with each other, and they flew out to the side, and then Bo was able to get up into 6th, where he would then get Furman, and then Phillip, and then I think in like the final corner is when he got Jeremy Alcoba or something like that. I need to go back and just kind of like watch the little box of like.
I'm gonna say because it does not show much of them. It's just
It
straight
really-
up.
It really
Acosta.
didn't. Yeah, I mean,
You can't even see them in the background, dog. They're so far ahead. It's just-
rightfully so. They were showing the Acosta Arbolino fight. I mean,
It makes sense.
like
That's what we're here to watch.
I feel like everyone would have. I myself would have thrown something at my phone. I would have
if
thrown
you
my
like
phone.
missed him passing him or
Yeah,
some shit.
yeah. Like if it just like cut away and like Acosta was on the ground or Arbolino was
Yeah.
on the ground, I'd been like, what?
What happened? What happened?
What happened?
What happened?
What happened? But I'm so happy for Bo Ben Schneider. His last podium was in Moto3 in 2016.
I didn't even know he was a person until like
So-
literally today.
It was
So-
it was a long time coming. He's had his moments in his career where he's been, one of those top 10 guys, top
I've
5
never
guys.
heard you mention him before.
Yeah, because he's only top 5 for like a few laps,
Ah.
and then 10 more guys finish their laps.
Yeah.
But no, I always like seeing those random guys who typically are in the back of the pack do good, because I love the sport, and I remember growing up as a kid, I wanted to be a part of the sport, and knowing my skills and talents now, there's no shot in hell. I'd be getting lapped by lap 5 by the Moto3 guys if I had a MotoGP bike.
I mean, I still wholeheartedly believe I can compete with the Moto3 guys. I can't even ride a bike. All right? I can't even ride a bike, dog. I can compete with them.
Okay, well, listeners, if you have
walk
any
faster.
If you had no idea how delusional Caleb was until now, I've been riding my whole life, and
They're little children on kid bikes.
Yeah,
Children.
but they're professionals.
They're 12.
They're 16. 17,
Same thing.
18. Tatsuki Suzuki is 25.
He needs to retire.
Maybe. Because he crashed out again this week.
How are you crashing out? You're going 20 miles an hour, dog.
Them shit's his 160.
All right,
I'm pretty sure.
I know it's an exaggeration, but like,
See, I'm very literal.
I'm very not. They're children. That was literal.
No, you're very extreme. There's a difference between literal, extreme, and obviously. Damn, that's.
I would say, what the fuck? Yeah,
There's a difference between extreme and an exaggeration.
it's an extreme exaggeration.
Would that be like extreme and exaggeration
called the truth,
combined,
bitch.
so it makes it?
It's called the truth.
You can't handle the truth.
You can't.
You can't handle the truth. Just like how Pecco's crashed out of the last 2 races.
Still in second place.
Cry.
Still in second place.
Yeah.
Where's Fabio? Oh, okay. It's okay. That's okay. Oh, he's way down there. Look at him. Hey, you can't even find him. Wow.
Some on Moto Tour.
Wow. Holy wow. Where's he at?
He's in
Where's he at?
7. Okay, he's had a few.
How many is he wrecked?
He's had.
Did he crash out anything except for a sprint race?
He crashed out of a sprint race.
He's finished all of the races, dog.
No, I think he crashed out of the first race.
Did he? Oh, I was happy with the first race. I think he did.
No, you were happy because Pecco won the first race.
Yeah, but I think I was double happy.
Wow, I really don't remember that already.
Yep.
I'm on to the next week already. I'm already on to Jerez. But I have not talked about Moto 2 enough because you should still be somewhat happy because of your hatred of Jake Dixon.
Yeah, fuck that guy. He wrecked. What a fucking loser.
Warm-up lap.
Piece of shit, dude. How do you do that? How are you so bad?
You know what's hilarious
He's
is
so bad.
there was 2 riders this weekend who crashed on the warm-up lap of the race.
Mm-hmm.
They were both British. 2 different classes, Moto 3, Moto 2. In Moto 3, it was Joshua Watley crashed out in the warm-up lap. And then in Moto 2, it was Jake Dixon.
What's up with all these British folks can't drive, huh? What's up? I'm asking you. What's up with your culture, dude? You guys don't know how to ride bikes?
50%, okay?
You don't know how to stay on a fucking bike?
You can't just pigeonhole me in there. It's
Okay.
only 50%.
Fucking ask your dad then.
I will. I'll call him tonight when me and my dad have our hour conversation about the real MotoGP.
Father, why do we suck?
No, but who was it that was riding really poor? And I was thinking of Supercross. I was thinking of Jason Anderson in Supercross. He was riding really bad because he was tired because he just had a kid.
That means nothing to me.
I know.
I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Who are you?
I've never met him. I've never met any of these people. Technically, I have no idea who any of them are.
Me and Pecco have met spiritually.
Spiritually?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, why don't you spiritually get them into not crashing?
We're working on it.
You got to work with you got to bring the dog in.
Yeah, I gotta bond with the dog first.
That's fair.
That's
That's fair.
fine.
You're on the way.
Yeah.
But back to Moto 2. Celestino Vietti starting pole.
Woo!
Got 9th. I
Oh
don't.
my god.
Celestino Vietti had such a strong start of 2022. Is it time to call it a fluke?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
You think so?
Trash. He's dog water. Dog water, dog water, dog water, dog water.
He looked so dominant for that first, 8 races of 2022.
It's like a whole different person.
And since then, oh man, I think this might be his best result since the summer break of 2022.
Shit.
I don't quote me on that, but I haven't seen him anywhere. And it's really unfortunate because the beginning of 2022, he really did look like he was MotoGP ready.
Mm-hmm. I remember that.
Because
we were talking about it last summer.
Yeah, VR 46 was thinking about bringing him up in replacement of not Bez or Luca. No, I don't think. No, VR wasn't thinking about bringing him up, but some team was thinking about bringing him up instead of Augusto, and then Augusto just turned it up and it flipped, along with Ayagura, who
What's been up with him, man?
he's still recovering.
I want to say, what's been going on with my man? I like him. He's cool.
Yeah, he got 15th. He got in the points this week. Very kind of under the radar. Finished in the points. I think it's the first points of the season for him. Oh my god, that injury must have been so bad.
Yeah, that's really fucked him up, man.
It's really unfortunate.
He was so good too. Last year he was killing it.
Hey, he was
doing so good last year.
until I think Acosta spooked him.
He did for
in,
sure.
in the last race
Yeah.
in Valencia for sure, and then the race before that he was chasing down Arbolino. You think about it, the 2 guys that kind of got him off his rhythm and kind of ended his championship career or championship hopes in 2022 are the two main top dogs of Moto2 this year.
Yeah.
So
it makes sense. But
yeah.
still, I just wish he was up there with them. I wish it was
I do
all
too.
3 of them
I do too.
going at it.
Same with Somcat.
Yeah.
I love seeing Somcat on the podium. I love Somcat just because he's so happy.
We're so excited to be there.
he's such a fun dude
Yeah.
to just witness.
His interviews are insane. Very just smiling.
I can't remember. I probably talked about this last episode, but I want to talk about it again.
Mhm.
He was sitting in the paddock, taking a break in between his runs and a free practice or something, and he took his riding like one of his crewmates like glasses and put him on and started going like pretending like he was just like being
Just walking
an
around.
idiot. He's like, oh, look at me. Just like mocking the guy just in like a very
He's so
joking
goofy,
manner.
bro. He's so
It was
goofy.
so adorable. Did I say it? Oh my god.
You call him adorable?
I did.
Aw. I like how you just sat there and paused.
Yeah,
You made it worse for yourself. Should have just rode with it.
no, but I feel like if I
Should have took it with confidence.
Mm,
I call people adorable.
I'm gonna cut that out.
No.
They're
You're
gonna have
not.
no idea what we're talking about. It's just gonna be a just. No,
Adorable.
no, but the shit was hilarious. Anyways, he got 11th, unfortunately, just behind Manuel Gonzalez, who I was talking about this at the beginning of the season. Can't remember who I was talking to it with, but they were like, "So who's Manuel Gonzalez?" And I remember I was like, he's one of those guys who he was a rookie last year, I believe. He didn't do super great in the beginning, but he's progressively gotten better and better and better and better as the races go on, and he's learning a lot. He got 10th this week, but he's been really competitive throughout the weekends, and he's kind of on his way to being one of those top guys.
Yes. What are we talking about?
Okay. Heartbreaker for Barry Baltus this weekend. He was on pace to get his first podium, I think first top 5 finish as well. Or maybe I think his best result might have been like 8.
Are we still in Moto 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, I started zoning out. I thought we were talking about Moto 3 for a second.
Anyways, Barry Baltus with I think it was 13 lap. No. 13. What am I saying? 9 laps to go.
Wow, you're doing great. You're doing fantastic.
Something like that.
Yes.
Crashed out with, podium hopes, and I think he might have been on pace to catch Acosta and Arbolino.
Oh, that'd have been fun.
Yeah,
Have three of them up there going.
He was. I think it was a millisecond like 0.1 faster than everyone on track for like 6 laps in a row.
Oh shit!
And he was only, I think, a second and a half behind Arbolino and Acosta, or behind Acosta, who was behind Arbolino at the time, with like 10 laps to go. And they Acosta and Arbolino, when they were chopping themselves up, would have given Baltus plenty of time to catch up.
Oh yeah.
You
I
know,
mean, they really didn't like take off from the whole crowd until the last like few laps.
which, funny enough, Acosta had the fastest lap of his race that last lap.
Yeah, the last lap.
Which is
Insane. That was fucking.
insane, dude. Your tires are more worn than they'll ever be at the very end. And
He
that
didn't give
man-
a fuck.
that man
First
was
said, push him some more.
flying.
Push him some more.
That just shows the trust he has on that KTM.
He's so comfortable on it, dude.
Yeah,
He loves that thing. Oh my god.
I mean, this is the confidence that he showed in his Moto 3 debut.
Mhm.
When he won the championship his rookie year. So, I think this win was huge for Acosta, momentum wise, and I think it was very humbling maybe for Arbolino, and a good thing for Arbolino. And Arbolino's going to look at this and go, okay, he's for real. So am I. This is our show. But
They're gonna have a good season together.
Yeah.
they're gonna be battling each
yeah,
other, dude.
which brings me. I want to talk about Albert Arenas real fast before we go to Moto 3, who is kind of in a proving year for KTM, or for Moto 2 in general. He won Moto 3 the year before Acosta. So Acosta's rookie season was his rookie season in Moto 2, which was his kind of rookie season to prove himself, yada, yada, yada. Do rookie things, get used to the bike. Second year was the second year, which was Acosta's first year.
That was last year.
Last year. And Albert did better, but it wasn't to the standards of the team. Maybe he had his shining moments, and KTM said, "Okay, we trust in you, but you have to You have to
Step it up, goddammit.
you gotta put out the results. You know, we're expecting you to be a top 5, top 3 rider with Acosta. You know, they've had first and second riders pretty much every season for the past 2 seasons. So you're gonna expect that of your riders, and that's a lot of pressure. And he finished in 12th this week. Last week, he was kind of under the radar, unnoticed, which, I mean, it's still early. He has time, but
hopefully he picks it up, man. Hopefully.
I think he needs to pick it up next week in Jerez, or else.
Aaron Canet needs to pick it up. God damn it.
Aaron Canet also.
He's been needing to pick it up.
I want to say every week, I'm like, this is the week Aaron Canet's going to finally win. Like, he's so due for a win.
But it just never happens.
It
never happens. He either gets a podium or he gets, like, fucking close to 10th place.
It's kind of like Dennis Anjou's luck in Moto3, and I'm using this to segue to Moto3.
Oh, this is the part where I stop talking.
Yep.
Because if I continue to talk, I will just talk a lot of shit.
And I'm going to keep this really brief.
Thank you.
Because I know Caleb doesn't like to be quiet for too long.
Mm-hmm.
But I also kind of want to just really drag this out and talk about nothing like I'm doing right now.
Oh, my God. I hate everything. Oh, my God.
No, so Moto3, Ivan Ortola with an incredible win. I think it was, the opening lap, going into turn 2 for the first time. He almost high sides, saves it, gets slided back into 20th, and fights his way through the pack and gets a victory, which... You done?
Sorry, I'm trying to entertain myself because you're just talking about the most boring shit I've ever heard in my life.
You haven't seen it.
Dude, literally, you were talking about this. You know what I was imagining in my head? Racing my Hot Wheels as a child.
Yo, Hot Wheels are sick, though.
Yeah, and they probably go faster than those fucking bikes. So.
Cap. Take it.
Thank you.
I'm going to have to get that. But Jaume Masia finished second. Unfortunately, his teammate Tatsuki Suzuki crashed out, so Leopard in back-to-back races had one guy crash out. Thank you for getting my hat. Ayumi Sasaki. Oh, you threw it further, you bastard. Ayumi Sasaki unfortunately crashed, fighting for a podium position late on. David Munoz and Stefano Nepa also crashed out late on in the race towards the end, which is rather unfortunate as they were fighting for top spots. But Ivan Ortola, Jaume Masia second, Xavier Artigas in third, and then Diogo Moreira, who's been doing better and better. Daniel Holgado, the championship leader, down in fifth. That's why I like Moto3, is you never know who's going to win, and the points are going to be all over the place. Daniel Holgado, I don't believe he lost his
Did I pick up Moto3 rider?
Yeah, you did. Okay, so Diogo
him.
Moreira and Daniel Holgado are now tied in the points after this week, which is kind of crazy because Diogo Moreira only finished 1 place ahead of. Yeah, Filippo Ferrioli.
What he do?
Oh, I actually don't know. I only looked at kind of top 10 and like
Filippo, what the fuck,
important
bro?
riders. I think he was down at like 15th, 16th. Go look it up.
What a fucking loser, dude.
Here, I'll look at the calendar for you. You pull with your baby. But Dennis Anjou down in 6th. He's finally gotten his, factory ride. Now he has all the pressure, and I just hope it's not getting to him too bad. But yeah, Filippo Ferrioli got 18th.
What a fucking loser.
He's a rookie, man. See, this is the problem. Acosta did so good his rookie season that no one is able to comprehend that rookies aren't.
Okay, to be fair, this
championship
guy is
contenders
like
right
literally
away.
15, so I'm gonna cut him some slack.
Well, they can't ride at 15; they have to be 16. But
Okay,
anyways,
like I said, he's 12.
Yeah.
I'll cut him some slack till he's 13. Turns to a teenager.
oh, okay.
Then I'll
Understandable.
be a little harsher on him.
And then to round it off, David Salvador, David Alonso, Ryusei Yamanaka, and Jose Rueda.
Is that a girl?
Anna Carrasco, yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot that a
Yeah.
female.
Yeah, she got last, but she didn't crash out. Which, you know, somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Anna Carrasco could have been more competitive if she didn't have, complete spinal reconstruction because of a horrendous crash a few years ago. Romano Fenati needs to retire, and
I was gonna say he looks fucking 35.
he's actually like 24. I'm pretty sure.
Looks insane.
Yeah. No,
Jesus.
I hate him. So in a race, he like reached over and grabbed the clutch of another
Oh,
rider.
he's that guy?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh, fuck you, dude.
Yeah, but
What the fuck?
regardless,
He's on a Honda, of course. God. What a pussy.
actually the Hondas in Moto3 have more engine power. They're more like Ducatis.
It's probably the same
like-
Honda they use for fucking MotoGP.
But it doesn't really matter in Moto3 because a lot of it is just slipstream.
Yeah.
And they all are like so close together.
I mean, they're all pretty much just running on one little tiny battery.
Pretty much. That's Moto E. Which actually Moto E is their first race is May 14th. So
Wow. Something for me to care less about than fucking Moto3.
okay. Well,
Holy shit.
let's bring this to next week since we are kind of coming up on time. Or not next week. Why do I keep saying the week after this weekend?
Come on.
I know. I'm so used to
Where are we going again? Say it.
Jerez.
Hurrah.
España.
Oh,
Spain. Yeah.
they can't see us. So
Oh, right.
Yeah.
We need a camera.
Yeah.
We'll get one soon. But Jerez, will Anea be back?
I hope so. I mean, because he was projected to come back for Texas, right?
Yeah, he was supposed to be.
He was only supposed to meet.
No,
he was supposed to miss Argentina.
He was actually. I mean, immediately after the crash, he was supposed to be back by Argentina, and then
But
they were
then they
like,
said he's
"Let's
gonna
do
miss
surgery,
it.
and then
Yeah.
he'll be back for America. Wait in 2 weeks." But I think it might have been good to make him wait out America, get a little extra recovery time, so he'll be back. He should.
Is it like a for sure thing, or have they not cleared him yet?
I don't think they've cleared him yet. We'll have to wait on
But
that
he still got a little
announcement.
bit of time.
Yeah,
Still got a little bit.
but I hope he comes back for Jerez.
If he is back, I think he's gonna.
I say top 6.
I don't know. I feel like he's gonna be determined to be podium because he's missed a lot. He missed
Yeah,
2
but
races.
he's gonna be nursing that shoulder injury. Same with
I
Marquez.
know, but he's a fucking beast, bro. He ain't gonna care. He's gonna push himself.
You
He's
said
gonna.
his nickname.
I know. I
The
did
Beast.
I did it. I did the thing.
You know a thing.
Look
You're the knowledgeable one.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Wow.
Yeah, but I feel like he's gonna come out there and like want to prove some shit, you know, and
Yeah.
trying his best to get like a podium
Mhm.
for sure.
All right, so let's get into the predictions for Jerez.
Pecco's either gonna crash or win.
So I'm gonna
As
start with
usual.
Moto3, and I'm gonna do my predictions. You don't have any.
Moto3, Filippo.
We'll get bottom 15, maybe 15.
Top 10, pushing for top 10.
Actually, I hope so. But going to Jerez, I know Dennis Anjus likes the track. I'm pretty sure, and he needs a good result, and he's gonna come out angry. I think he's gonna get third. I think he's gonna come at least top 5, and then Daniel Holgado, I believe, will also be a top 5, maybe 4th. I think Diogo Moreira will get 2nd. And then I think Ivan Ortola is going to win again. Ivan Ortola's been on a tear, and I think he's about to take off.
Wow, I care so much.
All right, moving to Moto2. Jerez, 3rd place.
I feel like Moto2's is always gonna be the same prediction every fucking week.
Actually, no.
No.
Maybe. Probably. Probably. No. So 3rd place, I think it's going to be Manuel Gonzalez. I think Manuel is going to finally like kick something up, do good. And then
Aaron Canet better be top 5. I swear to God,
I'm going to put Canet at 4th.
That's top 5. That's all I care about.
I'm going to put him at 4th because I'm putting Arbolino 2nd again, and I'm having Acosta win just because I know Acosta is good in Jerez. He set a record there in Moto3. He hit early on last season. That was kind of his best result, and it was like the first time everyone was like, okay, yeah, Acosta's kind of figuring it out. So I think this is Acosta's track to lose, but I also think he will be very confident while here.
Hoping Iagura can do something.
I hope Iagura if Iagura gets a top 10,
I'll be happy.
I'll be
That'll
happy
make me
for him,
happy.
and that'll give me hope that by
The coming
France,
races, yeah.
by France, he should be kind of back in that top 5 fighting.
I really want him to be back up in the top 5.
Yeah,
Like, I
'cause
want him
he's
to be out
such
there.
a good competitor.
He is, man. He's so good.
He's so good. But okay, tell me your Moto 2 top 3. Who you think?
Acosta for sure, gonna be up there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say Akan just because I can.
But I'm not a rapper.
And what's the dude that got second place this time? I forgot.
Tony Arbolino.
Yeah, that dude. Sure. Probably.
So you saying those 3 top 3 in no particular
hoping.
order?
Acosta first, second, third. Don't care about.
Fair enough. So pretty much the same as me.
Yeah.
Except
You had Canet fourth.
yeah, and Manuel at third.
I don't really know that guy, so
He's just been doing kind of progressively better, and I think it's finally time he does step up. And if not, it'll be like an Alonso Lopez or a Philip Sal. Philip Salach has also been killing it. I think Philip Salach will be top 5 again, maybe even 4th instead of Akan, but only time will tell. So,
GP.
time for GP. Winner of Jerez. So it's not that straight heavy. So Ducati doesn't have that big of an advantage.
Doesn't matter.
Acosta.
We already talked about this. They already have the advantage.
I said
matter
Acosta for some reason.
Yeah,
I don't
what
know
do you-
why I said that.
We on GP, dog.
Yep.
I thought you supposed to know shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm not. I'm not supposed to know shit.
Well, I have brain.
Okay.
No, but
I have brain.
no.
Yes.
I think Brad Binder.
Oh, a little Binderster.
Little bendy.
Binster.
A little Binster action is
Okay.
gonna be 5th. I'm going 5 up.
Are we gonna talk fire?
I'm going top 5 up. I think 5th will be Brad Binder.
Okay.
4th will be Alex Marquez,
Okay.
if not higher. 3rd, I'm gonna go with Fabio again.
Bro, Fabio's trash.
3rd, I'm going with Fabio again.
Fabio gonna be lucky to get top 5
2nd, I'm going Anea if he's back.
if he's back.
Actually, no. If Anea's back, that changes my whole top
Let's
5.
say you didn't even say you thought
Yeah.
Nate would get.
Yeah, if Anea,
Oh.
if Anea's back, he's gonna get 5th instead of Brad Binder, and then everything else remains the same. So, but if he isn't back, then 2nd is going to be Vinales, and 1st is going to be Pecco. But if Anea, so if Anea's back, he's 5th. If not, it's Brad Binder. 4th is, I said,
You don't even remember.
dang. Oh, Alex Marquez. 3rd, Fabio. 4th,
God
2nd.
Let me make this easy for you. Pecco's
Maverick.
winning. Pecco's winning.
Maverick.
All that matters.
Pecco first. Bro, I'm thinking of this on the spot. I don't really.
Pecco's winning. That's all you gotta think about.
Yeah, I do think Pecco crashing out of the
This
last 2
motherfucker
races.
crashes out a 3rd race in a row, dude.
I think.
I'm gonna have to fly to Italy, dog.
I think he's gonna come out to Jerez hot, and
He better be pissed off and fucking ready to stay on top of a fucking bike.
I think
Goddamn.
I think he's gonna come out with heavy motivation to figure out what's wrong with that bike in that first session.
He needs to
He's
start
gonna-
right. He needs to start testing it more. Start
Yeah.
doing more test
I
rides.
think
on
he'll be
the
able to figure
track.
that out, and then I think when he gets out front, he's gonna be able to finally kind of bring it home. I mean, he's a world champion. It's gonna happen.
I really hope Bastianini's back there. I want to see him race again.
I
miss
wait.
that man.
I can't wait for the beast to be back.
Miss that man.
I also hope Marquez can come back so he can run his long lap penalties and then get super far behind in a track that he's normally.
Yeah,
good at.
no, that'd be awesome.
Yeah,
We might start taking out some people back there, but we'll see.
I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't want to see another person out for a few weeks. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode of the MotoGrand podcast. I'm Patrick Bailey. joined as always by
Caleb, baby.
you said it.
Aha. I'm not sad now.
And we'll see y'all next time.